learn them. Kasperi, they say Kokomei, an initiation school. So the aim of that school, apart from the harsh conditions, is to teach you how to endure, like how to be a straight up guy. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't lie, you should be loyal to the people closest to you. So Kendrick really instills that, but in a hip hop way. You know what I mean? So that's what I admire him the most for. And then the other artists that I look up to, singing artists more.
There's also one part element that is good. Within the white,
there's one element that's bad.
Exactly.
So every good person can be bad, and every bad person can be good.
Exactly. It'd be like that. It's how you interpret it.
Yeah.
But then according to the universe and according to the union itself, there's no good or bad.
Bro?
Only energy.
Because that's what...
It's only vibration. That's why we're saying you have a good vibe.
Sure. Vibration and stuff.
And we don't even know now anymore. I think a lot of people don't even know where the vibe comes from. It's derived from vibration.
Knowledge I find from other artists to make my music.
Yeah. Even to apply it in your own life.
Yeah. The other artists now, when they're making music, they're really trying to relate to you to a certain level, you know. But because in reality, these guys are larger than life. You know, they experience things on a really high level to the point where it's hard for the average person to understand them.
Right.
So what makes them skilled is they're still able to make music that could relate to the average person. You know what I mean? So the thing with me, even though it might sound stupid, I was trying to chase, you know, I was trying to chase, sure. I was trying to chase like a normal guy persona, you know what I mean? Like I'm not larger than life. I'm not gonna try to flex on you or stuff like that. But the more I made music,
I have a problem with the way how you use it.
What elements did you pick up from them when you were applying your life?
With Kendrick, I picked up. At first, it was just his music style, his flows and whatnot. But the more I listen to him, it's also his lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because homie is, I wouldn't say perfect. Like he's trying to lead the best life that he can, because at the end of the day we are human, you know what I mean? And the things that we indulge in, like drugs, alcohol and sex and stuff like that, too much of that is bad for you.
It is,
you know what I mean? So Kendrick represents that example where he's not doing too much of any of those, you know what I mean? He's trying to inspire young men to have the best core values you can have. You know what I mean? Some of them, they learn them. Kasperi, they say Kokomei, an initiation school. So the aim of that school, apart from the harsh conditions, is to teach you how to endure, like how to be a straight up guy. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't.
Grand Rising, beautiful people. Welcome back to THC, the healing component, where we dive deep into stories and experiences that nourish both the mind and the soul. It's always a blessing to be here, and I'm never alone. I'm always joined by an esteemed guest. Today, I'm joined by somebody who carries perspective, rhythm, and insight everywhere he goes. He's a reminder that through humor, through music, through philosophy, one can actually think deeply, be inspired, all under the same breath. I welcome you, Brian Supreme. Homeboy, welcome to the show, nigga. Welcome to the show, homie.
My brother Grado. I was actually that was pretty cool. That was like some Captain America's intro. Oh man, that was so professional.
Because I mean, when I first approached you, and then I was like, yeah, this nigga he's so multi-layered. He's so multi-layered, and I couldn't capture what we're going to talk about.
I mean, it's just I do so many things.
Exactly.
Man. I'll be honest, I don't even know what I am.
Yeah.
I just classify myself as an artist because I'm an admirer of creation. You know, if someone can create something that makes you feel something, you did it for me. Regardless of how easy it was or how hard it was, you know. If you can just instill an emotion in you, it's done, bro.
There you go. But then, man, it's really a blessing to have you here, man. It's really a blessing. And because we scheduled, let me just look at my diary here. We were supposed to shoot on the 7th.
Yeah, but there was a complication.
Those things happened. No, it was on the 8th. It was on the 8th. It was supposed to shoot on the 8th, and
Yeah.
there was a bit of complications.
Yeah, on the I don't even know what date it is, bro. Like,
Yeah, same-
on the 8th. Okay, right.
Same here, but then this one like I keep record of everything. This one like always have
Yeah,
a diary myself,
dude,
you know.
man.
And yeah, this one like on the 7th. The reason why I'm saying the 7th is because the 7th it was a full moon. Did you see the full moon?
Yo, it was pretty trippy, you know.
It was.
I actually
it was-
tried to scare a lot of people on my WhatsApp. I posted
were
that
you
the
saying?
world was ending.
Wow.
Stuff. You know those spiritual people.
Who bought
They're
that?
like, I mean, well, they're smart enough to know. I mean, they're knowledgeable enough to know.
Yeah.
That it's not really ending. It's just an eclipse.
Yeah.
The Earth's shadow blocking out the moon.
For
you
sure.
know?
Yeah.
So, but it was really sick. I was watching it from work. It was red and stuff.
All the
Tried to take a
yeah.
picture with it, but on my phone, I don't know, it just
Obviously,
betrayed
yeah.
me. It was like,
The
what
pixels are
phone?
too small to actually capture it.
Dude. But a few months ago, I could capture the moon perfectly. I don't know what's happening. Like,
Which phone are you using back then?
it's an S23 FE.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
so I've been using the same phone for like a year now. So I love this phone, man. Like
Yeah.
it's so capable.
You know what's funny when you speak about spirituality and all that?
Yeah.
When you're saying that people that are more spiritually inclined, quote unquote, spiritually inclined,
Yeah.
spiritually inclined, they're like make up things like that.
Yeah,
And
I was
then-
trying to instill that fear in them because some of them are gonna believe it, like, oh, now the world is ending. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
so-
there's a lot of things that goes on in terms of the spiritual community when it's a full moon.
yeah,
and it's all those
yeah.
traditions.
To some of them, they're like
they practice-
significant.
Yeah,
It's actually serious with
Yeah,
some
it
of
is,
them.
it
So
is.
some of them probably saw it coming, and without even these instruments that scientists have to see coming, but they were able to predict these things, which is pretty insane.
it is. I'm
my
glad. I'm
opinion.
glad you brought
You know
that
what I
up because I feel like because I did a bit of research
Mm.
back then because we've been having lunar eclipse.
Yeah,
And then I did a research back then, and then now it's making sense. What you're saying right now is making
you know
sense
what I mean.
because
Yeah.
there's so many events that happened in this week before
Mm.
prior the full moon and all that. So my intuition was so heightened.
Yeah.
And I was facing so many hurdles. Man. And because I wasn't really consciously I wasn't prepared.
Sure.
But then subconsciously, when these things are happening, I'm like, oh, okay. I can run to my subconscious mind. I'm like,
you had
oh,
this
okay.
strong feeling.
Yeah,
of-
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
okay. That's why I was feeling like this.
Yeah.
That's why I woke up
It
at 2 a.m.
leads up to that.
Yeah, that's why I woke up at 2 a.m.
And
Because
this is why these tribes and cultures are able to find these patterns also, because most of the time they align with events that happen. Like maybe
yeah,
the moon's rotation will let you know when crops are gonna grow,
exactly.
when the rain is gonna come, and
Even the woman's cycle is
women's cycles
is
were
determined
measured
by,
using.
the moon.
It's pretty insane,
It's
you know.
pretty insane, man. It's pretty. Do you think we still have that, or we lost that?
I never really
that
looked into it,
tracker?
but I know what you're talking about. You know,
I mean, with me and my partner, we endeavor all the time to actually like track it.
track
And
it.
If
So wait, when it's that day,
when
is-
she's maybe
is there
she's
no
ovulating.
moon or is it a full moon?
Yeah, when she's ovulating, maybe and it's a full moon, and then
Yeah.
she starts getting moody. And I'm like, it's because maybe it's not that,
Yeah.
you know.
You know,
and
if I knew when every woman was ovulating,
I mean-
I'd have an advantage all the time.
I
you
mean,
know? You know, I
look
would
at
just
that.
know,
Look at that.
just by knowing, like, okay, I have an ovulator detector or something at the mall, and
I
you
mean,
just pick women at
that's
random.
way,
you
yeah.
come with me.
Yeah,
You don't even need game.
that's
like,
what their sexual appetite is.
You know what I mean? She can't control it.
It's like
That's what
that.
I heard anyway.
No, it's
like-
true. It's true.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. It is true.
You know what I mean? So that's when they text you, like, hey, you know,
What?
what you doing? You
That's-
know,
and
like,
That's. I think if you in a stable relationship, it's very important to know your woman's cycle,
yeah.
especially when you guys are planning to have a baby or not planning to have a baby. And then
Oh,
you-
she's most fertile when she's
you
ovulating.
understand? And when you know these things, but then I don't want to dive into that so much because I don't have the knowledge. And I did post on Facebook. I don't know if you saw that once upon a time. She said, I'm looking for a female nurse that can actually sit down with her and then dissect to the public that
And try to find out,
to
like,
say that
yeah.
okay, if it's 14 days, what happens on 14 days? If it's 21 days, or there's a lot that goes on with.
You could also document the days, like when she is, because you can feel it, right, when she's ovulating.
Yeah.
And she
But
can
then there's
admit
not
it.
a lot of girls that actually know that. So if we have a female nurse that's advocating for this and telling them that this and this is happening, this and this is happening, because if from a male perspective, if you are saying it, people are gonna come at you and like, how dare you say this thing because you are a man? You understand? You don't know what we go through, you know. So you can talk about it. But then, man, let's get into it. Let's get to the core of it.
All right, let's get into it.
Because now we're all about
No, but that's interesting, you know. Man, I'm a very
Yeah.
curious person.
Let's
dude. Like,
get to
you
the
know.
core of it. So with the core of it, man, you're such an interesting guy. You're interesting
No
guy.
homo.
Yeah. You're an interesting guy. You're multi-layered. So I can't get a sense of who Supreme is. You know,
Yeah.
in one word or in one sentence, how would you describe your vibe?
Well, I mean, okay, I heard you say Supreme just now. Well, the reason why they call me that is because growing up, I was always that know-it-all guy. You know what I mean? Like always as an answer to everything and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And in terms of music, it just I just gave this divine sound. You know what I mean? Which is why it's supreme. So it's like I'm a know-it-all, and at the same time, I got this godly energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
and
I'm sorry to cut in there. And you
sure,
saying that you know it all. At the time when you're growing up, you know it all. You remind me of Kendrick. You love Kendrick too, right?
bro,
Kendrick is your
Kendrick,
number one
yeah,
fan. Yeah.
yeah.
And there's a line that Kendrick says that what song is it? He's like the song's like Until I Got Home, and then oh what
Mama
is it mom?
is Mama.
Is it yeah? What are the lyrics there?
What does it say? We've been waiting for you,
No. It's like
waiting
no.
for
It's
you.
shit. Don't hear the like.
Oh, shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass, nigga.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
shit don't change until you
he
get up
speaks
and
about
wash your.
like he thought he knew it all, and then like his
Mm,
mom was like, you better keep quiet. You're not the man of the house.
yeah.
You know things like that.
Like
And
that
then
album got me through
yeah, it
my
did.
2010s,
Uh-huh.
bruh. Like
Is
yo,
it?
because I was practicing digital art at the
Mhm.
time, like because I'm obsessed with cartoons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
at a certain point, I was crazy enough to like I want to try and make my own cartoons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
True.
I practiced all these softwares, and the thing I remember most that links me to that time period is Kendrick's music, especially this album that we're talking about,
Yeah.
How to Pimp a
How to Pimp a
Butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah.
Yo, bro.
And do you know how it came about?
Nah,
That was
I'm not
not the
really.
initial title for it. I just can't
Yeah,
remember the title. But then it was a different title, and the album is influenced by Tupac,
Tupac.
apparently.
And you know, I mean, Kendrick is extremely influenced.
It is.
I think he's that new age Tupac when you think about it. Because did you see his new album GNX? The
Ooh,
album cover, I think I'm not sure if it's Tupac, but I think Tupac has a similar um, album cover that he did like in his time.
Is it?
Yo, bro,
I mean,
it's insane.
growing up, I was more well. I was introduced to Tupac, but then I was gravitating towards Biggie.
Biggie, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I mean, a lot of people go to Biggie. I don't know.
me and
I'm
my
not saying
homie,
he's bad, but
me and my homie, like he used to be a Tupac fan, like
yeah.
like a real,
Tupac is
like a
rap
real
Jesus.
Tupac, you know, like a real
He's
Tupac.
rap
And then
Messiah.
this one time I posted something back then. I posted something that's like, I prefer Biggie than Tupac because of the vibey and you know,
Biggie
Tupac,
was more fun.
Yeah,
You know,
Tupac
he was
is
less
more,
dark.
He's a liberator. His
yeah.
music is more
But it
full
was
of
dark.
liberation. Yeah,
It was
like
dark. Like,
yeah,
he
like
is,
Malcolm X wise, like
yeah.
you know, I have a dream. I do that.
I think that's what.
And then with Big is like, there's a son. I'm sitting with two chicks and we're having hoes. We're doing that.
Yeah,
we're doing that.
it was commercial.
Yeah, I was more, you know, like I was more inclined.
Yeah.
I was more inclined to that until I got to actually understand Tupac, and it's like, oh, this nigga's like Malcolm X.
Yo, and okay,
like,
I'll be honest,
like
man.
Malcolm X,
Tupac,
yeah.
I also didn't like Tupac at all. You know what I mean? But there was a moment when okay, my brother got into an accident and I had to take care of him, you know what I mean? So while I was taking care of him, he only listened to Tupac. You know what I mean? So at the time, I was also getting angry. Why are you playing Tupac? But as time goes, man, you just start to really relate with all the words he's saying. And every line, dude, is relatable. Like
For
Tupac
sure,
is just, it's hard to pin down, you know what I mean?
It's just, I'm saying that he's a liberator.
Bro,
his lyrics
it's so
are
relatable.
His lyrics are liberating, as you're saying now.
Yeah.
But then I want us to backtrack a little.
Okay.
Let's backtrack a little. Let's get a sense of who Brian is, who Supreme is. Who is Brian Supreme?
I mean, believe it or not, I'm probably the simplest guy ever.
Don't downplay yourself.
Not really downplaying. I mean, I'm just leading a very simple life. And I would say my biggest quality is my curiosity. You know what I mean? Because I'm always excited to learn new things, and I don't know, like just learning just makes me happy.
Yeah,
you know?
as a curious person, I mean, at a younger age, at a tender age, when you're curious, you tend to be rebellious. Would you agree with me that you tend to be rebellious? And
when I was younger, yeah, I was rebellious.
Exactly. So now at home, did they allow you to carry on
to
with
be
your,
curious?
Yeah.
Yo, that's my trauma right there. Because at home they hate curiosity, man.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like you just have to be an NPC. You have to just follow the rules, live in a one directional way, and sometimes I ask myself if that could have led to my curiosity. So I'm guessing maybe my curiosity is a way of me rebelling towards it not being allowed at home. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's deep, man. It's deep. Like, oh my god, you're making me.
No, no.
Yeah.
I mean, the healing component it's all about such stories, right? It's all
Yeah,
about such stories that we
you
get
know.
to touch the personal stories. It's
Mm,
not you being vulnerable in a space where you don't want to be vulnerable,
yeah.
right?
No, it's cool. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
So that's why I'm asking that
yeah,
because I might know you maybe from school, from
yeah,
outside, from all of that. But then when we have a sit down and then get to understand you as a person, and then I see
yeah.
what you went through and where are you now, then I get a clear understanding, and people out there get a clear understanding,
Of how it is.
especially
You know what I
you
mean?
as an artist.
Mm,
You one person who's supposed to be advocating for vulnerability, right? You one person that has to advocate for vulnerability as
yeah,
an
yeah.
artist because
Yeah.
yeah, because
It
people need
needs
to
that.
they need to have
Mm,
access to your past,
yeah.
to those dark skeletons,
Moments.
yeah, those
Yeah,
dark moments, because that's where you draw inspiration from. How
yeah.
ironic, because
It's ironic, man.
most artists, they draw the inspiration from the darkness, from what they went through.
Mm.
And some artists even like once they're no longer in depression, they can't create anymore.
And it's crazy, hey?
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy because,
crazy.
and I get to understand it, but then at what point do we move away from the depression when I can no longer create, when I'm happy and everything is going along fine, and then now there's that writer's block or creativity
Mm.
block, now there's that wall. How do you succumb it? How do you move away from that wall?
How
I
do I
mean,
break through that?
yeah, I mean
I mean, if you're the professionals, nah,
yeah,
they're able to work through that because, like it or not, you will go through those moments.
you will
Like, you
definitely,
will
yeah,
feel depressed, you will feel low,
yeah,
and the best artists are able to work even through those feelings. So you don't feel like making a song today,
hmm,
but you still make it anyway.
yeah,
Even while you're making it, you don't feel the song anymore. Because sometimes you'll be making a song, and then in the middle of that process, you're no longer feeling your song.
hmm.
Most artists stop there, like they start a new song.
Have
You
you
know what I
found
mean?
yourself in that space?
Most of the time, you know. But I'm right now, I'm in a process where I'm like just pushing through it because you have to finish all your projects. The moment you say I'm gonna do it later, it's unlikely that you're gonna come back to it.
Yeah, surely, but then surely there's a deeper layer into it. There's a deeper
Yeah,
layer. The
the,
dark,
to the successful artists,
yeah.
it's really like a job to them because maybe he'd record like 20 songs
Mm.
in the span of a week or something.
Are they
You know what I
pressured
mean?
by the record label?
Not really. It's just what they do.
Yeah.
You just have to have that in you, that work ethic.
Hmm.
You record 20 songs, man. Some of them you're not even sure about them, but
Yeah.
you just do it anyway.
Hmm.
And then out of those 20 songs, you probably release just one of them.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Is
Or
it?
none of them.
Wait.
They have so many songs that you don't know about. So
But then
many.
I can relate to that
Yeah.
in a creative aspect,
Yeah.
because as we are doing podcasting right now,
Mm.
there are episodes that are to come,
But you're still working on them, you know,
and
touching them.
not that, but then I think I also recently posted that there's an episode that we shot, but then
Yeah.
we couldn't air it. You know, there are those things that happen.
Yeah.
These
Because
things,
sometimes something happens
yeah,
that you
yeah,
really can't show.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We really can't show those things, you
Yeah.
understand, and we need to honor whatever it is that happened during
Sure.
the time. So as an artist, as a musician, maybe they trying to honor something, like maybe it's not good enough, or maybe I feel
Mm.
like this or
Because,
that.
and sometimes it's not always just a business thing, like we can't release it because we
Yeah,
don't think it's going to be a hit.
yeah,
Because, okay, some artists do operate like that,
hmm,
but the real nice artists,
yeah.
it's a matter of duty. Because when you're making songs, you really are influencing people.
You
So
are.
your songs have to instill a certain influence over
For sure.
people. Don't want to repeat words here, but
Speaking of influence, we understand that music is vibrational, right?
mm,
And the music that a person plays, an artist when they release music, that certain frequency latches on into our own vibration and makes us act in a certain way.
yeah,
Look at the
the
pianos
Yanos, you
on the
know what I
piano,
mean?
where
That leads to
yeah,
a new culture of people. Yeah.
when you listen to it, that frequency, when it interacts with your vibration, it makes you like you
Mm.
wanna
Yeah, and it
boom,
compels
boom.
you
Yeah,
to
you understand.
act a certain
It puts
way.
you
Yeah.
in a trance state.
Yeah.
And
And it's a
with
nice feeling.
yeah, yeah, for sure. With your music, how would you describe your music?
Um, with my music, I mean, it's pretty random. You know what I mean?
You find random.
I could make any type of song, and each song has a different emotion.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm just hyped up and I just need you to be hyped up. Sometimes I'm sad and I'm hoping you relate to that a little
Yeah.
bit.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So each song is a different emotion. Some songs instill happiness, some songs instill motivation,
Yeah.
some of them, and I just, some of them are me on purpose hiding what I'm trying to express. Like I don't know if that makes sense.
They
Like,
think, are you putting it in such a way? Are you putting metaphors and puns for those
yeah, and I
for
make
those
them
that can
deep
get
on purpose
for
so
those that
that
can get it? Like,
yeah, I don't fully express how I was feeling because
Can
maybe
you
I
get
was
us with one
ashamed of it.
line, an example? Can I put you on the spot?
Before casting, we check your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me, if I could think of a line. Okay, there's this song that I made. I haven't released it yet, but the line goes something like, "We're facing darkness right upon us because of all the seeing eyes." You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is the government is just watching us all the time.
Big brother.
Yeah, and the system is controlling us.
Yeah.
And all the seeing eyes are the cameras, your
The
phones,
big brother.
you know what I mean? So when you're online, I believe that the government has the ability to access your device at any moment and spy on you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And through that, they are able to make decisions on how to influence people.
But then
and
let's talk about your other lyrics.
yeah,
I was listening
okay.
to one of your songs. I was listening to
Sure.
one of your songs and I noted down a lyric, but then it's unreleased song, right? You
Yeah,
sent
it's an
it to me
unreleased.
privately.
I actually recorded it yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
So and then I just jotted down something quickly. So you
Sure.
say there, I gotta love myself.
Mm,
I gotta put myself first. I
mm.
gotta raise my worth, know my worth.
Know my worth. Yeah.
Look
Okay,
at
well,
that
yeah.
rhyme scheme. How did that come about?
Experience. Because I've been making rap songs, so
But then you know what disappoints me the most
yeah,
is that when you send me this track and this line that you just did now
yeah.
and everything, you stopped doing music. That's why I brought you here. I'm like,
Mm,
you're one of the people that back then is it 5 years, 7 years back then.
yeah.
I mean, you were so good in we used to form circles back then
And Cypher,
and Cypher.
yeah.
You understand? You used to be so good with Koki. You used to guys be so good.
And that's the guy who taught me everything in terms of
And
rap.
with Koki with the big books, and he needs to be on the show.
He needs to be here.
If you're watching this, you need to be on the show. and we're supposed to and if you can check here, let me just show.
Koki.
We were supposed
Yo.
to we're supposed to video call. You were supposed to video call, but then he got.
Wait, you thinking about video calling him like right
No,
now?
not right now. I just want to show you here. We were supposed to video call, and he got held up by something. I also get held up by something. So here it is. Yeah. So it's like. I tried to record him, and then on Instagram he told me that he was in a meeting of some sort. He's like, "Ah, cool, no pressure, dog." But then it's everything happens with divine timing, right? Divine timing. Even us being here, it's just don't come at me. I would say it's divine timing, but then for you, I don't know for you if it's divine timing because you had to sacrifice something. I'm not gonna say it on camera, but you had to you had to sacrifice something. Do you consider
it was worth it.
Do you consider it as divine timing for you to be here and sacrifice that thing?
Yes, because remember I spoke about supreme and divinity.
Mm-hmm.
It does really feel like divine time because even when you texted me, man, it just felt different. It felt right. You know what I mean? I'm like, this one, I gotta go. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but I didn't even know it was you, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing you today, and I'm like, oh my god, Grado, we went to high school together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the time, I just thought, it's a guy who wants to invite me to his podcast. Okay, cool. I'm down for that.
And then I even sent you my picture. I'm like, dog, you know me.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, you know me, dog. You know
Dude,
me.
I realized today, man. I'm like, Grado, no way. I'm just starstruck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I like, and thank you for the compliment, by the way. And then when you walked in, you're like, hey, girl, you've changed.
Bro, this is like high level
from your lens.
Because I'm from the hood, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from the hood too.
Yeah.
I'm from the hood too. It's just that
in quotes.
I deliberately chose to lead a lifestyle on my own.
You wanted to live.
I wanted to live that lifestyle, and even now, I'm so grateful to the universe that I'm living it. I'm living it right now, even if it's on a miniature scale.
Yeah,
it's at a smaller scale. But then I know that I see that there's a vision.
Okay,
I see that I'm going somewhere.
I don't think it's a miniature scale.
Is that?
Because let's say fast forward 15 years ago, before social media. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? A setup like this was national, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now, because of the overabundance and content and stuff like that, this is why like so many high quality forms of content, shows, music, they're still buried in obscurity. You know what I mean? Because I hear you say I'm dope and stuff.
Yeah.
But for me to truly succeed, like, and touch a lot of people, I would have to like spend so much money on promotion.
And it's true, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
and
true.
yeah, that shit
Yeah.
is draining, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's draining.
Even with us, man, we starting this
Mm.
thing, and that's why, like, I think maybe I'm downplaying myself because maybe everything that we do now, we're using our own pocket money.
Mm.
We're using our own pocket money.
This is why I was so impressed when I got
Yeah.
here, because you were able to cook up something like on this level with your own funding.
You understand?
Dude, that's awesome. Because
Somebody-
all those
yeah.
other guys, they're funded by someone, dude. Don't let them lie to you.
But then we're not saying that we don't need any sponsors.
Yeah.
You know, with every great organization, with every movement, we need sponsors. We need-
Yeah.
in order for a movement to grow,
You
we
can't
need-
avoid it. It'll
yeah,
come.
it will come, you know.
Yeah.
And but then we need if we want to get sponsors, they're gonna come at the right time.
Yeah.
What we need to do is just put in the work.
Yeah.
Put in the work. Show people that TAC is all about conversations that actually are mind stimulating, right?
Yeah.
Are mind stimulating.
Sure.
That's what TAC is all about. You know.
This is great, man.
and you say this, man. It makes me feel not overwhelmed, but then it makes my heart feel warm, man.
Yeah.
It makes my heart feel warm, and then you were so hyped up, man, when I hit you up.
Dude.
You were so hyped up about it, dog.
Yeah.
You were so hyped up
This
about it.
is exciting, man.
And I
Like I
really-
never get to be like on a
Yeah,
platform at all. You know what I mean? Because
Uh-huh.
a lot of people just gatekeep, dude.
they do, man.
You know what I mean?
They-
Because
they-
I remember back when I used to push music seriously. Sometimes someone invites you for a performance, and when you get there, you don't perform. Like there's
Is it?
someone else who's got more resources than you.
Oof,
They get
oof.
the slot.
during that phase. Have you ever encountered that, you personally?
Yeah.
How was
I
it?
encountered it a lot. I don't know if
How
other
was it?
artists are brave enough to admit the stuff, but
Yeah.
I encountered it all.
Emotions. Take me to
sucks.
the emotions.
You feel
Take me-
betrayed, dude.
Yeah.
Because someone just performs on your slot.
Oof.
You know what I
Do
mean?
you even stay and watch?
I would leave,
You
dude.
leave, yeah.
Same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Until
I mean,
so that's the thing that kept me away from stages, because before that, whenever I would perform, even if the crowd doesn't know my song, man, it was
they're gonna jump.
fire.
They're
Dude.
gonna jump.
You know what I mean? I remember this one time I was performing at Swazin. It was like some sort of event, and there was a lot of people there.
Is it? Yeah.
And I was performing this other track of mine, and it was so good. This other drug guy got on the stage and gave me a hug, dude. Yo,
Wait,
it was weird.
knowing you with the humor, you were like, this nigga.
I was like,
I know you.
Thanks,
You think
yeah,
I don't.
you just got it like, oh man, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, like that was one of my favorite moments, really, in
Yeah,
music. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because you really see how you can impact people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You get a glimpse of it, a taste of it. Because a lot of times, it's hard to impress a crowd, especially if they don't know you. You know what I mean?
Do you miss the stage though?
Yeah, I miss it, man.
Yeah.
Really
I mean, you
miss
also
it.
did. You tried acting. I'm not sure.
Nah, not really. I haven't
acting,
tried
but
it.
is it acting? But then there was a point in your life where you did an
I
advert.
dabbled in it. Yeah.
You did an advert.
Yeah.
Which
I
advert-
was a
which-
kid. Yo.
Which advert was that?
It was just some insurance ad. Like the company right now is called Just One Life, but at the time it was One Life Direct.
One Life Direct. Yeah.
So I was in this other agency called Chrome Talent,
Yeah.
and they would look for opportunities for me.
Mhm.
And then with this ad, I didn't even have to audition for it. They just found it and they'd be like,
Yeah.
no, just come through. And then I went there, and we are Pedi. So hey, we arrived there before the camera crew, like around 4 a.m.
So what are you saying about babies then? Are they always
They're
punctual?
just so
Are
punctual.
they
You know what I
punctual?
mean?
Is it?
I don't know. My mom though, like our trip would be at 9 o'clock, dude. But by 5 o'clock, you're already awake, and
Is
you're
it?
pissed off because
Yeah.
you didn't want to wake up. You know what I mean? So hey, my mom we went there as early as possible,
Mhm.
and like, we waited there. It was nice, man. Though,
Is it?
like that was the first time you get a taste of cinematography. You know what I mean? You see how these guys do their things,
Flashy lights.
lights and stuff, reflectors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was nice, yo. And I was really famous in my hood.
Is
Yo, bro.
But then what made you stop? Why didn't you like latch on that momentum and then keep going?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna blame it on laziness, hey?
Laziness.
You know, because I really do have the resources to go back into it
Yeah.
and make it a
Yeah.
full-time job. You know,
And then is there anything stopping you? Or is it because
there's
you're working
nothing.
nine to
It's myself.
five? Or it's yourself?
It's just me stopping me. Because nothing has ever stopped me before. When I think about it,
Yeah.
growing up, everything I ever truly wanted, I got it. You know what I mean? And everything I don't have, then I just don't want it enough.
Yeah, man.
You know.
So and then in terms of music and you as a creator, with the music with the people that you listen to, obviously there's lessons, as you're saying that Tupac has
yeah.
so many. He's also multi-layered,
Mm.
so many wisdom in his music, and then it also in your music you find a bit of wisdom in it,
Yeah,
a bit of some sort of insight into your into your music,
perspective and stuff. Yeah.
perspective, and all of that. So I just want to understand from your own perspective, what is that wisdom that you found from other artists? You can also expand on it and then use your own insight from your own music,
As in, how do I use
the
the
wisdom that you find,
knowledge I find from other artists
exactly,
to make my music?
yeah, even to apply it in your own
Um,
life.
yeah. Well, the other artists, nah, when they're making music, they really trying to relate to you to a certain level, But because in reality, these guys are larger than life.
Mhm.
They experience things on a really high level to the point where it's hard for the average person to understand them.
Right.
So what makes them skilled is they're still able to make music that could relate to the average person. You know what I mean? So the thing with me, even though it might sound stupid,
Nah,
I was
nah,
trying to
nah,
like
nah. This
chase,
ain't TV, man.
I was trying to
Nothing is
chase,
stupid here.
sure.
Yeah.
I was trying to chase like a normal guy persona, you know what I mean? Like I'm not larger than life. I'm not gonna try to flex on you or stuff like that. But the more
But
I
then I'm
made
sorry to
music,
interrupt, but I have a
yeah,
problem with the way how you're using your words.
the word normal.
That's why I keep on saying
Okay,
that you're downplaying yourself because
yeah,
words have an effect on us.
yeah.
Words carry a vibration. If you
No,
keep on saying,
I understand that.
yeah,
The thing
and
is,
you understand it better. That's why I'm coming
mm,
at you now because you
yeah,
understand it better. Right, moving forward now, as we
yeah,
talking, change the
yeah. Okay,
words.
before
Yeah,
changing this topic,
yeah,
yeah, I do get it. Like it sucks when I say I'm a normal person because
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
Like, oh
You're
my
not,
god,
you're
I'm on
not,
another
man. You're
level.
not.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I
Just,
mean, everyone is unique, man.
dude,
Everyone is unique. But then
because,
I'm sorry to say that, man.
mm,
But then music is philosophical, right? Music is
philosophy. Yeah,
music has a bit of philosophy in it.
yeah.
Has that sense of philosophy.
It just teaches you. It just gives you a different perspective,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it really
It does.
unlocks. And a lot of people don't realize it.
They
Some
don't.
people they
Yeah.
just want to vibe, but I feel like it's in every song, even the okay, no, okay, not the mumble rap ones, right? Like, but just most songs, man, they just have this otherworldly feeling to them.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And
Especially those deep songs made by, Kali Uchis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly.
yeah.
Kali Uchis. This
Yeah,
other
yeah,
song of hers called Moonlight.
yeah. I know it.
Bro,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like
She's
it
good.
just
She's
takes you
good.
to
She's good.
another.
She's
I
good.
don't even understand what she's saying, but dude,
But
I
then
don't know how she does that.
there's something in there.
You know what I mean? It just
There's a
lifts you
spiritual
up and
element
a
in it. Yeah,
spiritual
that's her.
feeling.
That's her. That's
You
it.
just get lost in it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And she did it on purpose
Uh-huh.
because I could also make a song that sounds like I did it with a freestyle. I
Yeah,
didn't plan
yeah.
it at all, but I
Uh-huh.
planned it out. Like I
Yeah.
knew which voice would come in when and stuff
Hmm.
like that. So I can tell Kali Uchis also knows exactly how to instill that feeling in people. And also, yeah, that feeling comes with experience.
It does.
Grado, like
It does.
the more you make music, the more you just realize it, and it feels like magic, dude. Like you realize how to do things in music.
It's vibration. Vibration is
Yo, and then
vibration.
let's maybe
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
hear a beat, and
It is. Yeah.
only you knows how to approach that beat, and so and then you approach it and it works, and ooh, bro,
Back to your favorite artist, Kendrick. So
yeah,
with Kendrick, he never. You can't send Kendrick a beat and say rap over it,
mm,
and then send me your verse. He needs to be there when you're making
he
it.
he
Same
needs
thing
to
as J Cole. With J Cole, he needs to sit down on the studio
mm,
when the sampling of a
and
made
feel it
and feel
also,
it and feel it. You
and just
understand?
be
Yeah,
in tune with it.
yeah. And you draw your inspiration so much on Kendrick. That's why like when I was listening to this song and then I heard there was a
Mm,
bit of
Kendrick,
yeah,
yeah,
elements of Kendrick
I'm not
there.
even gonna pretend. I was
Yeah.
just trying to sound like him, but okay, on this song, yeah, it's now my normal flow.
Oof,
So,
oof, keep at it. Keep at it.
so
Yeah.
a while back, well, it was a matter of me trying to sound like Henry,
Mhm.
but then I found a way to um, merge it with my own personality and experiences and just rap like that because I like how he can switch up flows
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the first part of the rap was inspired by a different artist called Dear Silas.
Yes, Silas.
Yeah, he's
I don't
pretty
know.
underground. He's pretty
Yeah.
underground, but yo,
I know
he's
underground artists,
nice.
but then yes, Silas.
Dear Silas is
Is he
nice.
was he part of a group or something, or
He's alone.
he's alone? Okay.
He's got this other song called "That's My Dog." You know what I mean? So on that song, he raps, you know,
Oh yeah.
he uses a flow like that. So whenever I'm rapping like that, I'm
Uh-huh.
probably thinking about him also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So man,
But then we just dabbled a bit on philosophy. I want
yeah.
us to
And
just
then Sorry about that,
No
but like,
problem.
the philosophy part also, I don't think they do it on purpose sometimes also. I don't know if I'm contradicting myself.
Mhm.
Because mostly you're trying to express yourself. Just maybe you experienced something. Me personally, I don't know if other artists do this because they're just so fake, some of them, man.
Mhm.
Maybe you experience something like a breakup or something,
Mhm.
and then you're hurt and stuff. So it's easier making words. It's easy expressing that heartbreak through a song.
Yeah.
Like the words
Yeah.
come naturally.
Yeah.
Just like the song I was playing you.
Yeah.
This other girl was just using me, dude.
Is
You know
it?
what I mean? Just always, she just wants money from me, you know. She won't even let me hate, at least,
What?
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She's just always just asking for money. So it's cruel, you know. Because if you don't like me, you should just stay away from me. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
lead me on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So eventually, Vele, I got inspired to make a song about it. But at the time, I didn't know. I was just making the beat because I found the sample. Scrolling through Facebook, I saw this page. They post samples only. So I find that sample there. I'm like, oh my god, I love the sample. Downloaded it, the
Yeah.
MP3, because they said it's free, royalty free, so I could use it. So I took it to put it in BandLab, added some drums on it because I'm pretty nice with drums.
Mhm.
And then after that, the melody on its own just told me.
Mhm.
I just got inspired to make a song
Yeah.
about this girl, but
Yeah.
I'll never say her name or anything.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
For sure.
I'm
But
just
then,
expressing myself.
as you talking like this, I know that this part now is you talking like this. I know that my producer, my
Bruce,
DOP, yeah, my DOP. When it
yeah.
comes to elements, I know that they want to chip in on it. DOP, can you take care of that?
Okay, bro. Since we're speaking about elements, so in life there are elements, right?
Sure.
So, for example, if you're a soccer coach, um, I'm building a soccer team. I would like a certain element from a certain coach. For example, me attacking, would be defending, would be
Yeah.
they pass the ball. Same as a soccer player. There's certain elements I will watch other footballers, right?
To
I will
pick up on
see what
those,
kind
yeah.
of
And you learn
elements
from
they
them
have.
also,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I can.
And you implement it in your own play
Yes,
style.
I'm not stealing. I'm just implementing my own
Implement
style
it.
so I can make myself better.
Like, bro,
Right?
everyone technically is a copy of another person, not in a bad
In
way,
a better, yeah.
but everyone has that person that they look up to.
Mhm.
You know
So
what
I
I
was
mean?
saying to say that with all those people that we look up to in terms of music, like J. Cole,
Yeah.
Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, the people you mentioned,
Mm.
what elements did you pick up from them that you're applying in your life?
With Kendrick, I picked up. At first, it was just his music style, his flows and whatnot. But the more I listen to him, it's also his lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because homie is, I wouldn't say perfect. Like he's trying to lead the best life that he can. Because at the end of the day, we are human.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And the things that we indulge in, like drugs, alcohol, and sex and stuff like that, too much of that is bad for you.
It is.
You know what I
It
mean?
is,
So
yeah.
Kendrick represents that example where he's not doing too much of any of those. You know what I mean? He's trying to inspire young men to have the best core values you can have. You know what I mean? Some of them they learn them. Kasperi, they say kokomeng, an initiation school.
Mhm.
So the aim of that school, apart from the harsh conditions,
Mhm.
is to teach you how to endure, like how to be a straight up guy. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't lie, you should be loyal to the people closest to you. So Kendrick really instills that, but in a hip hop way. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I admire him the most for. And then the other artists that I look up to, singing artists mostly, Vele, but only for their singing. You know, they are really weird. Those people, you know. Which
The weirder they
I'm
are,
pretty
the more
weird
creative
too.
they are.
Yeah, I'm
The
pretty
weirder they
weird
are,
too,
yeah.
and that's what draws me to them. About
Uh-huh.
Michael Jackson and
Mhm.
Black Diamond, but Black Diamond, I don't want to put them down. I like their first album. There was a song that they had there called Nisendleleni. Yo, bro. When I first heard it, I'm like, no ways, dude. And they sound South African, but it sounds so international at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
bro. And
yeah,
I was,
yeah.
it was getting high at the same time. And it's making the weed hit you harder,
Uh-huh.
like, oh, like, yeah, these guys, they truly inspired me to also try and vocalize more on songs. Also the cheat codes like pitch correction and auto
Yeah.
tune. So yeah. So hey man.
Yeah,
Music is great, man.
well spoken, man. Well spoken.
But then okay, since we're talking about inspiration and stuff, or people we look up to, one person that I can say without a doubt, and I hope he can watch this also, is a guy called Shakes. You know what I mean?
Where is he from?
He's from Tembisa, Mfihlweni.
Okay.
He runs.
Producer.
He's a sound engineer.
It's 7 Wave Entertainment.
Seventh Wave Entertainment.
Shout
Yo,
out. Give it.
Shout out to Seventh
wait,
Wave.
just sit properly and then face your camera and then give a shout out to him. Yeah, just sit properly.
Shout out to Shakespeare. I don't know. I'm sorry for saying your full number plate.
Yeah.
But bro, Shakes is just
Mhm.
on another level. And I'm sorry to also put him on the spotlight like this because he's a very low key guy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But any moment with Shakes is just insane. I'm sorry to glaze also. Oh my
I mean,
God,
no, don't be sorry for anything because
But-
as I said,
yeah,
as I said that THC is for these
expression.
things,
Yeah.
for expression and inspiring stories, stories that offer growth. This platform is for people that have something to say.
Yeah.
As I always say on THC, our famous photo of camera is that everyone has a story.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story.
That sounds really sick.
Yeah,
It's like Captain
exactly.
America, you know what I mean? Everything you say is so inspirational.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to go do something now.
For sure. Exactly.
I'm going to go make a collage statue at home.
Yeah, for sure. But then let's pick up on those elements that you drew inspiration from.
Yeah.
Let's throw it back at you, at your music journey.
Yeah.
You stopped making music, and then if you were to entertain the idea of going back to music, I hope you do that. If you entertain the idea of going back to music right now, how would you go about it?
Approach it.
How would you approach this journey?
Right now, the biggest thing I would change is my marketing strategies. Like I would approach it in a more business oriented way. Just make sure that I have consistent publishing. I only take professional photos on professional sets. Everything is well planned out. Nothing is just random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And boost my funding. So I would work on a capital. Like I'd grind for a bunch of money, as much money as I can make, and invest it all in the music. Buying studios, cameras, stuff like that. Getting a crew.
Yeah.
Because I can't just do this by myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And a sound engineer, beat maker, I can do those things, but it just takes off of your energy.
Yeah,
you know what I
can't do
mean?
everything
You can't
by
do everything yourself.
But
You know
then
what I mean?
with that being said, off camera you did mention that who's this? Is it Touchline or some of your friends? Is it,
Yeah.
but then they are more ahead, so to speak,
yeah.
than you on this journey. So
Yeah.
can't you ask advice from them to say that how are they doing the marketing, how are they doing this? Because I think at first maybe you did have this
Yeah.
sort of knowledge back then, but then you still failed.
I know how they do it.
Uh-huh.
It's just going back to what I said. It's just a matter of laziness.
It's just a matter of laziness.
Yeah. But really, with that, what I just said,
Yeah.
insane resources,
Mm-hmm.
you could accomplish almost anything, man. Like with the right team.
Mm-hmm.
Like I once saw this other video. This guy is like, with just 10 Navy SEALs,
Yeah.
they could conquer almost any country.
For sure.
Good Navy SEAls.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And then speaking of laziness in a philosophical way, do you think that your laziness in the aspect of you being creative, is it drowning you?
I wouldn't say it's drowning me. I've been lazy since I was a kid, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But then you always
So with
have
music,
your way out.
It's also fun because it comes easy to me. You know what I mean? I don't have to
It's a
think
gift.
hard
It's a gift,
yeah.
Mhm.
So right now I'm just doing it most of the time. Like I'm bored or something. Like let me try making a beat, and then it's just something you do. You don't even think about it. You're just doing it. Like, oh, it's a beat. I gotta add hats, snares. Oh no, I gotta offset it a little bit. When you add your voice, and you're expressing yourself at the same time, so you're letting venting in a way, and it's like therapy.
And you also on one of your songs you're venting about this girl that
about this. Yeah, I was just
what
talking
happened
about
there?
it.
Just a quick.
Dude, this girl was just man. She's giving you this idea that it's gonna happen. We're gonna be something. But then you look at the patterns and like, I actually saw this girl just once. Like, you know what I mean? And you start to piece everything together, and you realize that she's not really for you. You know what I mean? And it's not her fault, I guess.
What kind of a partner are you looking for?
Me.
What would you consider a compatible partner?
Eesh. Yeah, that question is heavy. Hey? Yo. I am picky.
I mean, you should be. Because you're investing your time.
You know what I mean?
Investing your time, yeah.
I don't know, man. She has to understand. She has to laugh at my jokes, first of all, and understand them. Yeah, because I love making jokes.
Yeah, so a humorous guy.
She has to love movies too, and especially animated movies. You know what I mean? She has to be an anime fan or something, or a music fan, a musician, or a stoner. If she has any one of those qualities, then yeah, and loyalty and all the cliche ones.
Of course. Of course. So are you saying that you need to meet someone that is already refined in terms of being a match for you? Because I believe that in relationships, you'll never find a compatible partner at the get-go.
Yeah,
It's
you just
you
can't.
get to
Yeah,
build, you get to build.
yeah,
You shizzle your own puzzle, you shizzle your own puzzle, and then so that it can fit together.
yeah.
There's never a time where you're gonna get a perfect fit.
Yeah, perfectly.
I
Yeah.
think they
Yeah.
they sold us a
Also,
lie. They sold us a lie. It's never like that in a
yeah.
relationship.
Also, when I'm saying that, Vele, like, it's hard. It's been difficult for me to find someone like that who was nice. Like my most successful relationships were with people who were like completely opposite to me.
Exactly.
You know what I
That's
mean?
where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
So,
here you are. You saying that you want someone who likes anime
but
and
personally,
yeah,
personally,
yeah,
because those are the things I love. You know what I mean? So I know there'll never be a dull moment whenever we
right, yeah,
engage in stuff like that. So right now I was talking about Call of Duty Mobile.
yeah, yeah.
Right? And there's girls there too.
Look at that.
So man, it's so much fun, dude.
Yeah,
Like girls from
yeah.
Call of Duty, because you know that date is just
Oh,
gonna
you
be
playing
you.
online?
Yeah, you play on your phone, and
is
you
it?
have an
Yeah.
iPhone. Are you gonna keep up?
I don't know. I'm
So
gonna expose myself. I know nothing about games. Bro.
yeah,
nothing
don't
about-
try it, yeah, because
nothing
you're
about
gonna be
games,
stressed out,
Mhm.
yeah. Because they kill you and then they make fun of you afterwards,
Yeah.
call you the K word, the N
Yeah.
word, white
Flip, yeah.
man. It's gonna bring out a
flip,
dark side
yeah,
in you, but
yeah,
it feels nice. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
But
So,
then staying on that train thought of philosophy,
yeah,
let's forget about everything.
yeah,
Let's forget about
sure.
everything. I woke up at 2 a.m. today, and I don't know, was it because of anxiety or whatever? And then I was thinking to myself about free will and destiny.
Sure.
What's your take on that, on free will and destiny?
I mean, as a scientist, ne?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm not a scientist. I'm a huge fan of science.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to believe in destiny. You know what I mean? Because not everything is predetermined. Everything is random in the world of science. You know what I mean? And with enough randomness, things can emerge, such as life and existence,
Yeah.
humans, and everything like that. You know what I mean? So that's how they believe everything began.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult for me to believe in fate simply due to that reason. I think it's called entropy. Everything just wants to be destroyed.
Exactly, entropy.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything wants to go from a high energy state to a low energy state.
For sure, yeah, that's entropy, yeah.
That's pretty sick, right?
It is.
So,
Yeah, I know. I think it's about entropy, because the reason why I also researched the word entropy is because of Daniel Caesar's song. He has a song. Entropy.
Oh, he has a song called Entropy.
Yeah,
dude, it's a very interesting concept, because even the Earth, as we speak, is experiencing entropy.
Entropy, yeah,
it's
of course.
slowly like getting sucked into the sun, but slowly, dude. It's gonna take billions of years for it to be.
The universe, we
eaten by it.
consider the universe as a whole as a beautiful chaos.
Yeah, you know how you like making a cup of coffee and then you pour the water, fade, it's hot, right? But after a while, it starts to get cold.
Yeah.
So that concept applies to reality itself. Everything is struggling to be at one state,
At constant level.
and at constant temperature. Everything wants to be in equilibrium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the universe is going through that entropy also. So scientists believe it's either going to end in a big rip because everything is separating from each other, or it's going to be a big crunch because there's gravity, right?
Yeah.
So everything is being sucked into each other.
For sure.
But it's going to take trillions of years for something like that to happen.
Of course. I mean, even when it comes to the universe, time does not exist.
Technically, yeah, in a void, especially.
So we just create this concept to say that it's going to take a trillion years.
This is just how we measure time.
Yeah.
This is just how we can comprehend stuff.
So that
like
we can
this.
I think you can agree with me that we created the concept of time to remember where we are,
and to at first it was just to measure stuff like, okay, we only can plant during this time so the crops can grow next year. Back before civilization, before technology, how people evolved, and stuff. It's a pretty interesting story too.
And in terms of free will, where do we stand in free will?
Yeah, that's the one that.
Do you think we have free will?
Well, according to the government, no, but realistically, yes.
But then
we can do whatever we want
without having to tap into the system or the government. But then your own personal experience. Do you think?
Yeah, we do have free will. Yeah, we have complete control over our decisions. You know what you're doing when you're doing it.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And you know what you want to do.
Yeah, because I like how you articulated that, all of that. Because as I said, that at 2 a.m. I just woke up and then I thought about free will and destiny.
Yeah.
And I started jotting down everything. Like I'm jotting down because I'm more inclined on the Eastern philosophy. So now I'm thinking, and I know your Taoism, your Hindu, your Buddhism.
And,
I follow those things a lot, And I was like, okay, let me just jot down some things, and I have a few things here. I'm gonna start with Buddhism, and the concept of Buddhism, what you just say now, that nothing is predetermined. And with Buddhism, they're saying here everything arises from causes and conditions.
Mm.
Nothing is completely free or completely predetermined.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is aligned with the philosophy of Buddhism. Have you ever entertained the whole concept of Buddhism?
I mean, I hear about Buddha a lot,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I have major respect for that religion
Yeah.
also, but I don't know
I
a
don't like
lot.
to consider it
A
religion.
religion, yeah. That slipped
stick,
off my
yeah,
mouth right there.
let's stick with philosophy. I don't want to go to how it started and all that, but then I
Yeah.
like to consider it as, from my own personal perspective, to say that
Sure.
it's a philosophy, because there's so many things there. Even Buddha himself, he says that if you see me in a dream, chop my head off.
For real.
Yeah, they don't worship me, man.
But then
they don't
his
worship
his
me.
his ideals and customs are worthy, eh?
They are.
You become a
They are.
very
You think?
high
You think?
energy
Yeah,
person when you
for
follow
sure,
Buddha.
for sure. And then
You
let's
know.
move along to. I also wrote on Hinduism, the
Mm-hmm.
Hindu thought. So with the Hindu thought, when what I discovered is that destiny is equals to what they call karma. We all know karma as karma, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So what
when you
this?
say it with that accent, like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
sounds like a
Yeah,
different word. Like, oh, it's karma.
that's the
Oh,
original
yeah,
pronunciation of it. So, but then for the sake of clarity, you're just gonna say karma, right?
sure.
So destiny is equals to karma for them, and then what they're saying there is that your past life shapes your current circumstances.
That's
And
deep.
exactly, that it's a philosophy, dog.
Yeah,
It's
it ties
philosophy
into reincarnation also.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Before we step into that, let's go into the free will
sure.
part of it, of the Hindu thought. So when it comes to free will, they call free will Purasharta. So Purasharta is that within those circumstances of your past life, you still have the choice to redo your karma.
Undo the mistakes of the past
You
life.
understand? You still
Yeah.
have so basically you still have free will, but
Mm.
then there's borders, there's parameters that you need to
There's
work
this
with.
incomplete business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's always, that's where reincarnation comes in. That's why I started with reincarnation. That's where it comes in. So you're gonna keep on coming this life until you learn what it is that you need to learn,
And then you can enter Nirvana, I think.
and then you get some nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
You know?
Shut up. Yeah, because I'm so fascinated. Yeah, I'm really so fascinated about such things. And then when you go to Taoism, the Tao, and then for those that don't know the Tao, you would it's the yin yang. You guys know it as the yin yang.
Yeah.
So the yin yang is part of the Tao.
What happens in the left must happen to the right.
You understand? And also, I think the yin yang is misinterpreted. So in for us that don't understand, we just know the yin yang as black and white, good and bad.
Yeah, with the yin and yang, in my own personal perspective with
Yep.
it, it just showed like it's so interesting because it just ties in perfectly with reality. Because if you look at our world, everything is in duality. You know, there's positives, negatives, males, females, and that's really what got me the most when it comes to
the yin yang structure.
The yin yang structure.
Yeah.
There's this other one though. I think it's a triangle. It has 3 elements, but it believes that the world comes in 3s.
Is it?
But it didn't apply to reality properly to me.
Which thought is that?
I just don't remember the name. Yeah, but
it
was
because
crazy
I
at the
know
time.
of
Yeah.
Eightfold. It's also a Chinese philosophy. I think is Confucianism, something like that. So they speak
that word rings a bell.
Yeah, the Chinese they speak more. They speak more about that.
Yeah.
But
the yin yang is the best one.
It is, man, because with the yin yang, as I said, that we tend to misinterpret it. There's a small part we miss there on the yin yang.
Sure.
So when you look at the yin yang, you have your black and white, right?
Sure.
And then within the white, you have the black. We tend to miss that. People miss that a lot. And then on the white, there's the black.
There's the black.
And on the black, there's the white.
Yeah.
Meaning that within, if you were to interpret it in different ways, within the black, there's also one part element that is good. Within the white,
there's one element that's bad.
Exactly.
So every good person can be bad, and every bad person can be good.
It'd be like that. It's how you interpret it.
Yeah.
But then, according to the universe and according to the yin yang itself, there's no good or bad.
Bro.
Only energy.
Because that's what.
It's only vibration. That's why we're saying you have a good vibe. You have a good
vibration and stuff.
And we don't even know now anymore. I think a lot of people don't even know where does vibe come from. It's derived from vibration.
Dude, I didn't know that. Like, for real, I'm for real. I just realized that now. Oh, like vibration. Oh my god. Yeah, that's deep right there. I just had a mindgasm.
Yeah.
Man.
For sure, man.
Oh snap!
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of philosophy.
I've been using that word so many times.
Exactly.
I'm saying vibration the whole time.
You understand? But then let's jump into life lessons.
Life
Life
lessons.
lessons, yes. Obviously, you at this age, you just didn't, you're not born like this. You obviously
Yeah,
grew up and you faced so much temptations, you faced downfalls and everything. And then during that time, there were life lessons that you picked up. So I
yeah,
wanna fill me in on those life lessons. And if you're happy to expand on it, you can also tell me scenarios where you felt so down or happy and what life lesson you got from that happiness or that sadness or whatever. Just jump
sure.
on it.
Ish. Yeah, I might not like say much about that,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
I
Just
could
in a
say
nutshell.
in a nutshell, the
Yeah.
biggest thing I ever learned is that you can never really blame anyone as a person. You know what I mean? Everything that you do is because of you. Like every experience was your decision.
Hmm.
Everything that, even if someone betrays you,
Yeah.
you are the one who chose to be with that person. You know what I mean? So understanding that alone can just get you out of so many situations. You know what I mean? Whenever you feel trapped or anything, you just know who to be with and who not to
Hmm.
be with.
Right.
You know, because
And
as human beings, our biggest strength is each other.
for
You
sure.
know what I mean? The reason
For
why we
sure.
dominate the earth right now is because
Unity.
we learned how to unite. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Work
Yeah.
together, specialize. Because in the beginning, during caveman times, everyone was just alone. Like
Hmm.
you hunt
Hmm.
your own food and stuff. And then
Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
we learned how to form groups.
For
And
sure.
then
Yeah.
everyone specializes. Like someone is good at medicine, they're good at whatnot. And then the men are good at hunting, they're good at,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
specializing. Not everyone has to hunt.
For
And
sure.
then
Yeah.
pretty soon you know how you're an expert, you know.
Most definitely.
So
And then with that being said, do you think that the challenges that we face in life are they teaching us something, or are they happening and then we become oblivious to those experiences? Where do you stand with that?
yeah, some people are oblivious really to the things happening in their lives and stuff. It's a very hard thing to acknowledge. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it a
And
choice? Is it a choice, or is it happening because of whatever circumstances that they're under?
I'm gonna blame it on circumstances because a lot of people don't wanna be what they are currently. They wanna be something else. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I'm guessing because yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert in this field, but
Hmm.
I'm just guessing that the influences around them are just denying them that path that they want to take.
Hmm.
And that can also lead to depression, knowing
Hmm.
that you're not what you wanted to be,
Hmm.
or you you just don't want to put in that effort,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're letting it depress you sometimes, so
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
it's pretty deep, eh?
It is. It
Pretty
is. It
deep,
is. This
yeah.
one. This one. I'm listening attentively.
Yeah, but the best lesson I ever learned, Vel, is that yeah, you can manifest anything. You can be whatever you want. Like it's not just a cliche.
You
Like if you
can,
apply
man.
as
You can, man.
as much as you can be whatever you want.
Okay, I
You know
dare
what I
you right
mean?
now, as we are sitting here in real time. I want you to look at the camera, and then I want you to manifest the life that you want. Now,
What?
I dare you.
I mean, I don't really. I'm living that life in a way. I know it's not flashy or anything, but
But then surely there's more to it. There's more that you want. As you say
yeah,
that you want a compatible partner, you want to build a family of your own. You want to have that
yeah,
structure of unity. So can't you
sure.
manifest that?
Because as much as I want that, you know how there's positives and negatives to everything.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I'm
Yes.
someone
Yes.
who that's
Hmm.
that's why I'm easy with rejection and stuff
Hmm.
like that
Hmm.
because I know there would have been negatives also.
I
So
think
maybe
I
let's say
think
you get a
I think you
promotion.
just gave our DOP a brain
The,
orgasm.
a mind gasm, you know. Listen, maybe you want a promotion
Yeah.
at work. You know you're gonna get paid 10 times more money,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
there's downsides to that too,
Yeah.
and they
Mhm.
could mess you up even more.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So with that understanding alone, dude, I just feel like I escaped a lot of things. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, when those opportunities come, I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
no.
definitely.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
take
gonna
them,
welcome them. Yeah,
because I guess that's the universe
it is.
telling me that
Mhm.
I gotta step up now.
Would you say
But
that? Would you say that you're always in awareness state?
yeah, I'm always aware, dude. Like always
Does it come with
observing, always.
meditation? Do you meditate?
I used to when I was younger, because
What
a few
happened?
years ago I was a huge fan of chakras
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
meditations.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
know a little bit about nirvana and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. But then what happened? I'm a huge advocate of meditation, and meditation can take
Um,
so many forms. I think writing, you
yeah.
putting yourself in that space of being creative,
Mm,
that also can be considered as you meditating
mm,
on your thoughts. You pondering
yeah.
upon the well. You want to draw from a well, and you need to
Mm,
ponder in order for you to pull that water up and have
yeah.
those lyrics. So would you
It's
consider
meditation also,
it is it is
because when
meditation?
you're
Yeah,
jotting those lyrics down, you are in a state
you are in a
of
state
sorts. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
You're in yeah, you're in a state.
You are in a state, definitely.
I don't know what to call that
Yeah,
state.
yeah,
but
yeah. But then I see where
It's like you're in a trance or something.
for sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm interested in what you were just saying, bro. But I just want to understand, or just to know, what interests you in life, bro? That you
The things that interest me.
Yeah. What in this lifetime? What interests you in life? Since you're in this topic. Like,
Yeah.
podcasting, you can
Yeah. No, I can't really pin it down here. You know, but yes, the music and art. You know, I really love art, man, because like I said, I love learning stuff. And art is a medium that can teach you so many things, man. Like things that you never knew you'd know. And you reach a level where, and if your mind is not strong enough, you can even get lost in your own ego. You know what I mean? And your own ego can also destroy you and stuff. So just art, man. You know, if I see someone painting something and, you know, it looks really cool, because I remember when I tried drawing when I was a kid, there's stuff that you learn in art that can also blow your mind, like the golden ratio. You know what I mean?
Fibonacci.
The Fibonacci.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit like applies almost everywhere.
It does.
You know what I mean? And just knowing those principles can make you generate some artworks that are out of this world. That's why some paintings just look like gibberish and a mess. But there's a structure to that.
There's a sequence to it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, what would you say? Also, my big guy. But bro, so with what you're saying, I asked you what interests you in life. So for you, it's the ability to bring something out of nothing. For example, it's the openness, painting, all that. Those colors, that format, it was never there.
It was never there.
As a thought.
You know what I mean?
It
brings it to
it's that interests you in life.
A lot.
Oh,
it's like magic.
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's
I think,
magic.
Yeah, and then how we're gonna encapsulate that is to say that your curiosity and your openness is how you lead your life.
Yeah, I just go wherever my mind takes me.
I mean, you're a vagabond, so to speak.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. It's like a superhero name. It's vagabond.
You're a vagabond. Yeah, you're a vagabond. But then, I mean, you are a humorous person.
Yeah.
You're a humorous person. I don't know. Cass, do you still have time to go for humor? Okay.
Wait, well, I mean, I couldn't make a joke on the fly, like
no,
comedian would. Oh my god! I'd be like, okay, so Brian, you have a 5-minute segment here.
I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm not putting you on the spot. But then you're a humorous person.
You're gonna kid me or something?
I mean, you check. You are a humorous person, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen some of your posts on Facebook, and I've seen some of your posts. I've seen some of your posts on Facebook, and I'm sorry, on Facebook. And this one time, you told me that a girl thingy kicked you off a TikTok.
Oh, a TikTok.
Tell me more about that. Were you funny towards her?
Well, I was trying to be funny, but it was a really dark joke. You know what I mean? And her crash out made me realize that, oh my god, she's really serious about these.
Are you sympathetic when you're making jokes, or it's a matter of a joke is a joke?
At the moment, I am sympathetic, but the professional comedians, they are not. You're not supposed to feel anything when you make those jokes.
Oh, so that's what I'm asking you. Are you sympathetic? Yeah.
I'm still breaking through that barrier. You see, once I can really numb my give a fuck ability, I'll be able to consistently tell jokes regardless of how people feel. You know what I mean? So because comedians don't care, man.
For sure.
Comedians, especially off camera, you will hear.
So would you consider venturing into comedy?
I would, if I could find that you see, if I can make if I could write down a successful or just know how to do a stand-up, because that's a skill, man. They're not just standing there. Those people.
It is.
Although lately I'm seeing people who aren't planning. They just get on the stage and ask people questions and then they make fun of them, which is crazy. Some of them don't make fun. They just ask questions and then they end up being funny. So that could be an easier route for me. But I want to be like the Dave Chappelle's, I want to be like Young Tall. I want to be like the Kevin Hart's and stuff, Those guys, I don't know how they do it, man. Because I could guess and say they're writing it down, but they're so long.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Yeah, to be a painter, to write lyrics, the rhyme schemes that you come with, it's a gift. Even though we're drawing from all these other elements, it's a gift. We all born with our natural talents.
And in terms of funniness, like I would say I'm funny periodically. There are moments where I could make people drop on the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it usually, I have my crowd. I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't fly off with everyone, but whenever if I meet someone and they fly, we're best friends automatically.
For
Yo,
sure.
bro.
And then let's look at reflections. In closing, let's look at
Sure.
reflections. What's one advice as a person who's curious, who's open to
Yeah.
anything, who's a vagabond? What advice would you give people out there?
Right. Yeah.
Look at
Just
this camera. This is your camera.
right. I mean, just learn as much as you can. You know what I mean? I know it sucks learning stuff, but especially when it comes to the things you want the most, you need to understand how they work
For sure.
and just do that, man. Like, and it's a repetition thing because your brain is trained
Repetition.
you know,
It thrives on repetition.
it thrives on repetition. If you do something for a
Yeah.
week, it's gonna be automatic to you.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So whatever you want to do, don't let that first step hold you back.
There we
You know
are.
what I mean?
There we are. There we are.
Because that's the hardest one.
For sure.
So
There we have it. Today's conversation was a reminder that life has its own rhythm. Life has its own rhythm. And what we mean by that is that do not try and go against the current. Because if you go against the current, you will drown. You will drown, right?
yeah,
I think you can
definitely.
I mean, you can concur
That's
with
some
that
philosophy.
statement.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You would concur with that
Yeah.
statement with me. You understand?
Because when those waters are on you, Vele, yeah.
Definitely. But
Yeah.
then, thank you for being here, man. It's
Claro,
a
man.
pleasure. Thank you for being here, man.
This
you
was
for
so
being
much
here, man.
fun,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
From all of us here
expressing
at
ourselves,
the Healing
yeah.
Component and Production team,
Mm.
we thank you all very much. We thank you so much. But then, on the last note, if this episode resonated with all of you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and give us a huge shout out because the comments are very important. The subscribers are very important. If you believe in this movement, please journey along with us by subscribing and doing all those things. Namaste.